Hi viewers, welcome. I am Dr. Ranganath, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government College, Autonomous Anandapuram. Today I am going to discuss about how to calculate the expected return for the given problem and also calculate the standard deviation and variance for the returns given for a particular stock based on the probability distribution. Why, what is the necessity of calculation of this expected return on standard deviation is when the investor is going to invest funds, the possibility of getting returns, that is nothing but expected return based upon the chances of occurrence, probability, that is probability, that we need to calculate by measuring the R bar, expected return. And after calculation of R bar, what we need to calculate is variance and standard deviation. What is the purpose of calculation of variance and standard deviation is to measure the risk involved into that particular investment. What is the risk? How much is going to be risk associated with the return? That is to be quantitatively measured by applying the variance and standard deviation techniques. ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నామంటే ఒక స్టాక్ లో మనకి ఎంత రిటర్న్ వస్తుంది, ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిటర్న్, పాసిబుల్ రిటర్న్ ఎంత ఉంది డిపెండింగ్ అపాన్ ది ప్రాబబిలిటీ అనే దాన్ని మనము అర్థమెటిక్ మీన్ సహాయంతో లెక్కించడం జరుగుతుంది. స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ లో మనం అర్థమెటిక్ మీన్ అంటే ఎక్స్ బార్ అని చెప్పింటాము. ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ బార్ బదులుగా ఆర్ బార్ చేస్తాం. ఆర్ అని ఎందుకు అనుకుంటున్నామంటే బికాస్ ఆర్ రిప్రజెంటింగ్ ది రిటర్న్స్. The average return is going to be the expected return. The total given data, we are taking it and calculating the R bar, that is expected return, that is going to be happen. There might be chances to get that much of expected return. That is the meaning of that. And what is the meaning of measuring in terms of quantitative with respect to variance and standard deviation is to measure the risk. So here we are basically talking about two aspects. One is measurement of return, another one is measurement of risk. Based upon these two factors, we are going to take decision either to go for investment or not to go for investment when we are having alternative investment in our hand. మన చేతిలో వివిధ రకాలైనటువంటి పెట్టుబడి మార్గాలు ఉన్నప్పుడు which is best alternative, that is going to be decided based upon the measuring of return and risk analysis. The problem is calculate the expected return with the standard deviation of returns for a stock having the following probability distribution of returns. Possible returns is given in the percentage -25, -10, 0, 15, 20, 30, 35. These are all percentages. Probability of occurrence is 0.05, 0.1, 0.1, 0.15, 0.25, 0.2, 0.15. All put together, this becomes, this probability always it is equals to 1. If you add it, you will get the 1 value, that is probability. So based upon this information, what we need to do is we have to calculate the expected return as well as standard deviation. One is measuring for return, another is measuring for risk. Students, remember, for measuring return we are using arithmetic mean, for measuring risk we are using variance and standard deviation techniques. Now we are going to use Excel application for the purpose of calculations. If you go to Excel sheet, I have brought the data into the Excel sheet. Calculation of expected return. Calculation of expected return. Possible returns, that is given in percentage, that is indicated with the RI. Probability of occurrences, that is indicated with PI. The formula for the R bar is equals to already we know everyone, R bar is equals to summation of Pi Ri is nothing but R bar, that is expected return. This expected return is indicated with R bar or smaller, that is nothing but expected return. This is the formula for calculation of expected return. Now what we need to do is we have to multiply with Pi with Ri. Pi with Ri, we will do it with the help of Excel. For multiplying these returns and probability, and the product of these two values is going to be shown in this cell. How to do it? Try to understand how to use the Excel. First use the equals to and select the cells which are going to be multiplied each other. ఏ ఏ సెల్స్ ని మీరు మల్టిప్లై చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో ఆ సెల్స్ ని ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి. ఫస్ట్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు టేక్ ది Ri multiplied with Pi. Either Pi Ri or Ri Pi. Both are going to generate same value. That is the reason why I am taking it vice versa. After selecting the two cells and use the enter key in the keyboard, then you will get the value. That is minus 1.25. After getting this value, again put the cursor in that particular cell and drag the value. You will get the values for 5 years. That is for 7 years. Now how to find out total? Total is very simple. Is equals to, total is nothing but sum. So have to write sum. After writing sum, open the bracket. What are the values you need to add? That all the values you have to select it with by using the mouse. These all 7 values I have to add and show in that particular cell. So again close the bracket, enter. We will get the 16.25. This 16.25 is going to be your R bar. Now the same value which we can see once in slides. One second. 16.25. Control. If you observe here you can see the calculation of expected return. Possibility of returns Ri is given, Pi is given over here, Ri is here, multiplied with Pi Ri. The use of Excel, I brought the values which we got through the Excel over here and added. I got 16.25%. This is my R bar, or this is also called as E of R, small r. Some textbooks are using E of small r, or some textbooks are showing R bar. Both are indicating the expected return. After this, what we need to do is, again we have to use the Excel sheet for the purpose of calculation of standard deviation. Now we will see the how to calculate the standard deviation. Calculation of variance and standard deviation for the given problem. The variance formula is like this: summation of pi, summation of pi, summation of pi bracket of Ri minus R bar whole square is a formula for the variance. Now what we can do is, we have taken the value of Ri Pi. We know the value of R bar. R bar already it is there with us, that is 16.25. 25. That 16.25 is here. 16.25 is our value. Here it is there 16.25. That is our R bar. We know R bar is 16.25. Here for remembering I am writing R bar is equals to 16.25. R bar is equals to 16.25. We got this value. After getting the R bar value, we know very well this is the formula, that is summation of pi bracket of Ri minus R bar whole square. This is the formula for calculation of variance. Now what we need to do is we have to find out the values of Ri minus R bar. Ri is indicating returns which is given in the problem. R bar is nothing but expected return which we calculated from the given data. ఇచ్చినటువంటి విలువలతో సహాయంతో మనం కనుక్కున్నటువంటిది R bar. Now find out the Ri minus R bar is equals to Ri values ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి. -25 minus ఎంత 16.25, enter and drag the values. We will get the all values for the 7 years. After getting these values, what we need to do is we have to square these values. Square means multiply with the same value. That is equals to -41.25 into again with the same value. So again you have to once again click on the same cell, so that you are going to multiply H21 multiplied with H21 because of square and apply the enter key. That is the value. After squaring this value we will get the 1701.56, because here -41 is there, so minus into minus it becomes plus. In the same manner you have to do it each and every time if you want to do. Otherwise you just drag the values so that you will get the values for all the cells. I am just dragging by using the mouse. So I got the values. And after getting these values, what I need to do is I have to multiply with the pi bracket of Ri minus R bar whole square. So where is the pi? Pi is here. Multiplied with Ri minus R bar whole square, that is here Ri minus R bar whole square, 1701.56. The cell address is I21. I is here and 21 is row, and that becomes I21, and just use the enter key. You will get the 85.08 and just drag the value so that you will get the values for all the 7 years. After getting all the values, what we need to do is we have to add, because the variance formula is summation of pi bracket of Ri minus R bar whole square is equals to, we have to add these values. For adding these values, the formula is going to be used sum. Use the sum formula and open the bracket and select the values which we need to add. These all the 7 values we need to add, and close the bracket. Enter. 274.69%. After finding out the variance, how we have to find out the standard deviation also. Standard deviation is indicating with the sigma. This is the sigma is equals to square root of variance. Now what we need to do is we have to use the square root function in Excel, and we will get the standard deviation value. How to use the square root in Excel I will explain. Just use the first is equals to square root. In square root you have to use the SQ square, in root RT. This is the function in Excel for square root, and afterwards open the bracket, for which value we need to find out the square root for variance value. Variance value is how much? 274.69. Select it and bracket closed. Then we will get the value, that is 16.57%. That is standard deviation. After doing all these things, we will go back to PPT presentation, and once we will see that results over there. Here if you observe, R bar is 16.25, we have written over here. Ri, Pi, Ri minus R bar values which we extracted from Excel only. Ri minus R bar whole square multiplied with Pi. We will get all these values. After getting these values, what we have done is we have added all these values, that is summing up, summation of Pi bracket of Ri minus R bar whole square is equals to 274.69%, that is the variance. And after finding out the variance, what we have to do is we have to calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation is indicated with the sigma. This is the standard deviation symbol. And the standard deviation formula is square root of variance, that is equals to square root of 274.69%. The value which we are going to get is 16.57%. Like this, we have to calculate the standard deviation, variance for measuring the risk, and arithmetic mean for expected returns for the given problem. If there are different alternatives available for the investors in his hand, he has to apply these techniques for different alternative investments and find out which is having less risk and more return. For this reason, this risk and return analysis are going to be more helpful for the investors. And students, you try to understand how to use the Excel in finance, and also parallelly while noting down these solutions into your notebook, use the calculator and check the value. By applying the calculator, you find out the values, how this value has been arising, and that is to be checked by using your calculator. క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ ఉపయోగించి మీరు ప్రతి వాల్యూ ఎలా వచ్చిందో ఒకసారి చూసుకొని ఆ తర్వాత విని దీన్ని నీట్గా మీరు నోట్స్ అయితే రాసుకున్నట్టయితే మీకు రేపు పొద్దునే ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో కానీ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో కానీ ఏ దానికైనా కూడా ఇవి మనకి చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంటాయి. మీరు భవిష్యత్తులో పాల్గొనబోయేటువంటి ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయినా సరే, లేదంటే మీ లైఫ్లో ఎక్కడైనా కార్వే కానీ స్టాక్ బ్రోకింగ్ కంపెనీస్, ఎనీ స్టాక్ బ్రోకింగ్ కంపెనీలో మీరు వర్క్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఈ స్టాటిస్టికల్ టెక్నిక్స్ ఫైనాన్స్లో ఎలా వాడతారు, ఎక్సెల్ ఉపయోగించి ఎలా వాడతారు అనేటువంటివి slowly you are going to learn from this point itself. For that reason, these classes are going to be more helpful. I am explaining these SAPM paper with the help of Excel. I'm parallelly doing, I'm explaining the subject, that is domain knowledge, as well as Excel, how to use the Excel for our purpose. That is going to be more helpful, but it cannot be performed in the classroom environment because we don't have the e-classrooms. So it is a good opportunity for the students to understand the importance of these video lessons and try to learn many more things. And also I request you to share this content with your friends and subscribe, ask them to subscribe your friends. Always give like for these videos. Thank you for watching this video.